everyone. It is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. It is only in the 20s and it's cold, but it sure is nice to look at. And we are expecting more snow here in Bedford tomorrow. Let's hope not. Once again, many of you know I do not like snow. It's just no fun to be in. That's all I have to say. I'm ready for spring. But today we are going to make air fried baked potatoes and Parmesan crusted white fish. The white fish I'm going to use will be haddock, but you can also, the suggestions here are cod, haddock, or tilapia. But I have some haddock in the fridge. I will be getting that out here shortly. But first, the potatoes are going to take a little bit longer than the fish. So we're going to get started. What you are going to need for the air fryer baked potatoes is 3 russet potatoes. I just have 3 restaurant style potatoes from Giant Eagle. And you want to scrub these off before you use them, rinse them, and then I just pat them dry with a paper towel. She said medium size, but mine here weigh a little over 6 ounces per potato. To me, that's medium size. But in my bag of restaurant style potatoes, the first potato I grabbed out of the bag was this. This hefty duty potato, which weighs about 1 pound, 2 ounces. So this is equivalent to about 2 of these. So we will not be using the monster size potato today. Even though, you know what? That would be kind of neat. It could be a potato for 2. On Valentine's Day, I could have made a potato for 2, but I'm not going to today. So here are my 3 potatoes, washed and rinsed. Then you're going to need some cooking spray. She used avocado oil spray. I don't have that, nor am I going to buy it. I have vegetable oil non-stick cooking spray. We're going to need a ½ teaspoon of sea salt. She says use a bit less if you're using finer salt such as table salt. I am using coarse kosher salt, so I'm just going to use what she suggests. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. That's it. 4 little items you're going to need and an air fryer to hopefully make some fantabulous potatoes. So let me see here. She has placed your potatoes in the air fryer and spray with cooking spray on both sides. So let's do that. Now they don't want any of your potatoes touching. 3 is going to be the max that I can get in here. There again, I have a dual air fryer. So each compartment is a little bit less than maybe one regular size air fryer. I don't know. These are shaped oblong rather than circular. So I can get 3 of these potatoes in here quite nicely. So first I'm going to spray on both sides. Sprayed on side 1, flip them over. Spray once again on side 2. And she doesn't want them stacked. They have to be single layer, not touching. So if you can get 4 in your air fryer, great. The more the merrier. Alrighty, so sprinkle sea salt and garlic on all sides, rotating the potatoes as you go. So let's just sprinkle. I'm just going to sprinkle what I want to sprinkle on. I'm not going to go by the ½ teaspoon. I'm just going to sprinkle. So let's just sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder. Does she say garlic powder? Yes. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. Whoops, wrong side. That would not have been good. Sprinkle a little bit of the kosher salt, sea salt, whatever type of salt you have. And now let's flip. And do the same thing on the other side. Not sure that stuff is going to stick, but I don't know. It'll still be on the bottom of the air fryer. So let's do the garlic. And kosher salt. Make sure nothing's touching. And let's see what she says next. Use your hands to rub the potatoes to make sure everything gets evenly coated. Okay, let's just rub it like this. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully my salt and oil and stuff on the bottom of the pan don't burn. Cook in the air fryer on 400 degrees for about 40 to 50 minutes until fork tender. She says, note, I used tongs to rotate mine after about 25 minutes because they were getting brown. So let's just put them in. Let's just start them at 50 minutes. We'll flip it at 25 and we'll test it at 40 minutes to see if they're done. We'll be able to tell. So let's put it in here. Tell you what, I put mine on 45 minutes and in 25 minutes I will check it. And then at that point in time we're going to start the fish when it's halfway done, because the fish is only going to take about 20 minutes to bake in the oven. So I'll be back in about 25 minutes. In another 2 minutes I am going to flip the potatoes. It's almost 25 minutes have gone by. And once I do that, we'll start mixing together the ingredients for the Parmesan Crusted white fish. Okay, we'll let them in for another 20 minutes. That would have been a total of 45 minutes. I'll check them, see if they are fork soft. If not, we'll put them in for a little bit longer. But let's get started on our fish. Today you are going to need 20 ounces of firm white fish. I am using 16 ounces because it came in a pound bag. I'm not going to open another bag for that. So today I'm just going to use 16. I got the best of all fish. Wild caught haddock, individually vacuum packed, skinless and boneless, raw frozen portions. Yes indeed. I can't remember what I spent on this, but I do know that it wasn't a lot. So this is just, you know, basic fish that you get in the food aisle, the frozen section. If you want to go catch your own fish, that's great. Good for you, but I am not. I like frozen fish too. Then you're going to need 2/3 cup of panko, 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of butter, softened, 1 clove of garlic, grated. Well, I do not have a clove of garlic, so I am just going to do 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. 1 lemon zested and juiced. Interesting thing about that, when I saw in the recipe 1 lemon zested and juiced, I thought, what do they mean, zested? What is a zested lemon? That shows you how inadequate I have been in the kitchen all these years. I did not know what a zested lemon was, nor have I ever used one in a recipe. Well, amazing little fact is, you can use a little bit of the skin, the yellow part, not the white part. And apparently, where the yellow part is where a lot of the flavor's at. So if you just get the yellow part and not get down to the white part, if you start to get to the white part, move on to another section of the yellow. Because the white part apparently is where the bitter section is. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Probably 95% of you already have zested a lemon. Not me, not me. Okay, and next then you are going to need 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon cayenne. Now, I'm assuming she meant cayenne pepper. I don't know. That's what I'm going to use. Hopefully that doesn't booger it up, but I don't think it will. So first you're going to preheat your oven to 425 degrees, which I have already done. Then you are going to line a baking sheet with aluminum foil and then spray with cooking spray, and we're going to place our fish fillets on top. So let's get this sprayed here. Let's see what the use by date is on this. Oh, I'm good. All right, I'm gonna take them out of the individual baggies. Well, not individual, but a couple fillets are in each one. Place them on there, get rid of the juice, the fishy juice. You don't want that smelling up your house. Now, my husband doesn't normally like fish, but since he still hasn't regained his sense of taste nor smell since COVID, guess what? He can eat fish. He can't smell it. He can't taste it. So there's no reason he can complain about it. And fish has a nice texture. Haddock does. So I'm going to make it tonight. Okay, so I got the little fillets there. Normally, if you would have had 20 ounces, you may have had like 2 more. So next, we are to mix all of our ingredients. So first, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to zest the lemon. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to hold this here. Now, there are lemon zesters you can buy. I looked up on Amazon, $8 to $10 for a lemon zester. But I found this little thing in my cabinet. You just have to make sure the grated side is out, which would make common sense. And I'm going to zest this lemon. I'm going to make sure. Wow. That seems to be doing it too small. Let's try something else. It has the smallest holes. All right. That didn't seem to work too good, so I'm going to use the grater here. This way, the cheese grater. I'm going to try it back and forth. Oh! I think I just grated my thumb. Hopefully it didn't get any of my skin in there because that does not add to the flavoring, I'm sure. Might have to put a Band-Aid on to finish the show. I'm injured. See? I shouldn't be zesting a lemon. I didn't know what I was doing to begin with. I can see my little zesties on the one side. Put these here. Okay, I'm not sure how much difference that's going to make. It smells like lemon, that's for sure. I'm not even sure how much I need. So I will practice up on zesting a lemon, but I used a little bit of the second one because I messed up on some of this. So I got about that much out of it. And that doesn't look like too much zest. That's okay. So what we are going to do, in a small bowl, we are going to use a fork to mix together all of the ingredients except the lemon juice, which we are going to use the lemon juice to sprinkle on top of the fish. So let's start with the 2/3 cup of panko, 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan. I'll use up the old before I use up the new. I'm not going to put that back in the jar. I'm okay. Let's put our 2 tablespoons of softened butter. I'm going to break it up a little bit. Our one clove of garlic. Our 1 clove of garlic, which is equivalent to half a teaspoon of minced. Ooh, that's potent. Our lemon zested, or my little shavings here. Just going to put those in there. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. All right, I'm going to use a fork now to mix it all together, get that butter smushed in there. I'm gonna check our potatoes here. They seem, I'll let them go for 2 more minutes, but I think they're gonna be done in about 45 minutes total. There again, it depends on the size of the potato. You can do all different types of potatoes. It's just you'll just have to see what the cooking time is. And also, she did not suggest putting a fork or, putting a slit in the potatoes before you put them in there. So I did not do it. Whoops. Tanya. I might have to use my hands. That butter doesn't seem to want to mix it. So guess what? The hands are going in to mix it in. Also for your potatoes, I'm just going to serve it with butter and sour cream tonight. But you know what's good on potatoes? It's chili. Pour chili on top. You melt some shredded cheddar, bacon bits, chives, all kinds of good things you can put on top of your potatoes. Now, I don't know how she expected me to get that mixed good with a fork. I could see if it was melted butter, but not softened butter, but I'm sure some of you out there know that probably there is an easier way to do that, but if all else fails, the fingers will be a good choice because it's getting it good now. Actually, if I would have been thinking about it, I would have started this when I started the potatoes, because now the potatoes are going to be done. The fish won't be. But one thing, the potatoes can stay hot because I haven't cut them open, so it might be good to let them rest. I'll use that as an excuse. Okay, let's see. We've done the mixture. Gently press mixture on top of the fish fillets and then bake until fish flakes easily with a fork, about 20 minutes. And then what we're going to do is drizzle some lemon juice on top of each of those when we're done. So I'll just squeeze a little lemon juice. Okay, I'm just going to put some on top for right now of each of these, and then I'll press it down in. I want to see how much I have before I start pressing. Get it all on top. Get it all on top of the fish. The Parmesan Crusted fish. Okay, let's see. A little bit here. Alrighty. I don't know if all of you heard my stomach growling, but I'm hungry. And I think when you cook something or you smell all of these wonderful smells that your stomach can sense it, and it starts to growl to let you know, hey, feed me, feed me. It's been a whole hour since you've had anything to eat. Okay. Want to cover everything so there's not even one little bite without this tasty morsels on top. Sprinkle some of this here. I'm going to press it down in now. Okay, it's going in the oven. Let me just see here. Going in the oven for 20 minutes at 425 degrees. Tonight for the vegetables, it's going to be these steamed fresh. These are actually quite good. Just put them in the microwave and they're done. Throw a little butter on them, salt and pepper, and you're good to go. Asian medley. So this has those little ears of corn, carrots, broccoli, and it looks like snap peas. So that's what we're going to have with this meal tonight. If you think about it, this meal, to make the potatoes and the fish, takes no time at all. I mean, if you get home from work within an hour, you can have a great meal. Or if you're at home all day, within an hour, you can stop what you're doing around the house and make a delicious meal. So I will be back in about 20 minutes. The fish will be done in just a few moments, but now I'm going to juice the lemon. So what we're going to do is roll it. Get everything loosened up in there. And then we're going to cut it lengthwise. Ooh, the juice is coming out now. And then we will squeeze it with tongs. Whoops, sorry, water glass is in the way. And that way we'll get the most juice out of it that we possibly can. Whoops, it's flying out the back end. We don't want it flying out the back end. Whoops, I'll get the seeds out of there. And there we have one juiced lemon. Whew, that went into my little cut. Lemon juice in a cut does not go well. So this is what we'll sprinkle on top of our fish. Just a little bit of lemon there. So naturally I forgot to put my vegetables in. I can't do it anymore, folks. I just can't. I should have put my vegetables in about 6 minutes until the fish was done, but I'm gonna let the fish sit for a couple of minutes before we serve it. So it's only gonna take about 5 minutes for the vegetables anyway. Look at that. Looks good. Our potatoes look good. Our vegetables will be done in 4 minutes. Cameras are rolling.
I'm not eating the fish.
Well, I already told them you're not a fan of fish, but since you have no taste, I don't see what the problem is. I really don't. Look how good that fish looks.
You're forcing me to eat something I don't like, whether I can taste it or not.
I'm gonna give you a big piece. I'm gonna put this piece here. It's so moist, it's falling apart.
So you're forcing me something to eat something that I don't like, and you're giving me the biggest piece.
No, I didn't give you the biggest piece. This is me. I have the biggest piece.
I'm only ragging on her. I'm only ragging on her.
I know. But you do like potatoes, and I made you 2 of those. And the veggies there. Let me just see here. I'm going to put a little slit in this. See if it's done. Oh, yeah, it's done. Woo, Douglas, looks like a restaurant. Right there. Look how they do that. Gonna cut yours apart. Look at that. I'll put some veggies on. Do you know what these little ears of corn are called?
Little ears of corn.
Do you like a little butter on your, well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't really matter.
I'm just gonna put a little butter on for me. Not much. A little salt, a little pepper, maybe just a little salt. Stir that up.
So what are the little ears of corn called?
I forget. Alexa, what are the little ears of corn called?
Here's something I found on the web. According to wiseajit.com, an ear of corn, also called maize.
That doesn't even answer my question. I don't know what's wrong with Alexa. There we
They're
go.
not called like covies or covettes.
No, there's something else that I'll just have to look it up. I'm gonna make sure I don't get many of these carrots, you know, because I'm not a big fan of the carrots. Okay. We'll get ready to sit down to eat. Okay. So let's sit down and see how this tastes. I know I'm gonna like it. Do you want a little lemon juice on yours? Let me just see that a minute. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on. I'm gonna get him in there with my fingers. That's not the proper way, folks, I know. But Doug won't eat it, it's just gonna be me.
You're showing proper etiquette to your audience.
Yes, I know. All right. You go ahead and try. We'll say prayer here in a minute, but we'll go ahead and just see what you think. Maybe the fish will reawaken your senses. It's good fish, folks. I can taste that cayenne pepper in there.
I can taste salt.
Can you?
That's all I can taste, or is
Really?
that something different?
What I would do, the next time, this is good. What I would do though, is I would cut back on the cayenne pepper. I would probably eliminate that altogether.
It's a little spicy, hot.
Hot.
I can't taste the spice, but it's hot.
It's that cayenne pepper. Yep. So next time, if you don't like it spicy, hot, get rid of the cayenne pepper.
Smother it in applesauce.
Okay, let's try the baked potatoes. Well, they're soft enough to cut with a butter knife. Very good baked potato, Doug. Very tender. 45 minutes in the air fryer.
As compared to the oven, what will that take?
The oven might take about an hour or so. But, made the crust very crispy. Just a little bit of garlic powder. What all did I put on that? Garlic powder, sea salt, not sea salt. I had the kosher salt, but they asked for sea salt. Very good. So I'm pleased with the fish, minus the cayenne pepper, because the cayenne pepper makes it overwhelming. Like it's not, you can't taste the other stuff as good.
Just do a survey. How many people like fish?
Okay, on the bottom of the screen, how many people like fish? Yay or nay? We'll see.
Just fish in general. No,
Yeah, not a particular kind of fish, but just fish in general. We'll see who the winner is. I like fish. I wonder what the percentage of the population that really likes fish. I might have to look that up.
Probably a lot.
Well, thanks for joining us here once again on Dee's Delights. Have a fabulous week, and we'll see you real soon.
If the fish doesn't kill us.
Funny.